Everybody's Stuff from the Unimaginable podcast, and Tracy McGrady has some interesting thoughts about LeBron James playing one-on-one. Okay, about a week ago, or a few days ago, Kyrie, spoke about one-on-one on his live stream, just about how, players, certain players would not like to be a one-on-one to be afraid of being embarrassed. So you heard his whole concept and his ideas on one-on-one. Tracy McGrady on the podcast explained why LeBron James, quote, would get crushed one-on-one by current NBA players, or at least players that may be qualified to go one-on-one with LeBron James. And I don't know, man. On the surface, I was like, what the hell is he talking about? And let's hear his quote, and let's see if we can kind of get to some kind of understanding on what he's talking about. But I'll play a small clip from what he had to say.
If you put him in one-on-one, I think he'll get crushed.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. I think he'll get crushed amongst guys that are actually in NBA, and I'm sure LeBron will tell you that because his game is naturally built for 5-on-5. He's not a one-on-one basketball player. Kobe is a one-on-one basketball player. Kyrie is a one-on-one basketball player. James Harden, these guys are one-on-one basketball players, and LeBron can't do anything with that.
Okay, so you heard what Tracy McGrady had to say. All right, he listed Harden, he listed Kyrie, he listed Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, guys, I don't know. I mean, I from my memory of LeBron James, and is he talking about 40-year-old LeBron James now, or when he was at his peak heyday in Cleveland and in Miami? Okay, because those versions of LeBron James definitely will go one-on-one, and I think would dominate a lot of his matchups one-on-one, honestly. And even current version of LeBron James, I still think that he would fare well in one-on-one, depending on, who is he going up against. He's not going against another guard or anything like that. Someone position by position type situation. As someone who's not this LeBron James glazer, but someone who has respect for LeBron James' game and impact and what he's done, and just obviously, because look, I appreciate LeBron James for his own personal greatness. I don't do this whole stat comparison with MJ and LeBron James. Okay, and people have made meals and feasted off of doing that. I just simply, when I look at the two, they're in their own wings and NBA greatness. All right, if you want to have that conversation, have it. I don't have it, because again, we are definitely stuck in this era of comparing players and players. Like if I do compare a player, it's so crazy to me, not to veer off from the topic, but when I compare a player, I literally compare players not because of like, oh, someone's greatness. It's like, listen, listen, man, I would compare like players that are explosive, I'm saying, Sean Marion in his heyday, Richard Jefferson in his heyday, defensive guys, and that has some offense, I'm saying? It's like, okay, he has a Kenny Martin kind of game. Man, bro, I even go as far as saying, like, this dude kind of reminds me of Kerry Kittles. Now, if those of you who remember back in the New Jersey Nets, and Kerry Kittles was good on New Jersey Nets. I mean, he contributed on that team. Very good wing player. One of the earlier wing players. Like, I would say Mikal Bridges is kind of like a more improved Kerry Kittles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's just so many guys in the NBA that we don't have to compare guys to the greatness. You look at their game, you know what I'm saying? You can compare guys to Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is another guy who I think would be a great one-on-one player as well. But, I mean, I really try to compare guys to the certain players that I've seen. Certain guys got a Manu Ginobili-esque game. Harden used to be compared to Manu Ginobili early in his career and stuff like that, right? And it's like we've veered away now where we're just comparing great players even today, like for great players in the league now, and we're trying to compare them back to like the ultra Mount Rushmore guys. And it's like we forgot about a lot of guys in the NBA that weren't Mount Rushmore players, that were great role players, great players in different tiers back in their 90s, 2000s, mid 2000s. You know what I'm saying? So NBA comparisons has gotten very weird. And I get what Tracy McGrady is trying to say in this standpoint, is that, look, like, he's better as a team concept player. I mean, even back then, I mean, LeBron James had to carry a lot of these teams. When he got to Miami, he had some relief, but he was still dominant. You know what I'm saying? He's still dominant in a lot of ways now, even though he's aged. He's modified his game. So I really don't know where he's getting at with this, man. It sounds like he's trying to be smart. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame. He knows the game and everything. But I just don't think that. I mean, is he going based on what he saw in LeBron James having to orchestrate an offense? Right. A lot of times, LeBron James the dominant ball handler. Okay. And he's still 8 as well. So peak LeBron James 1-on-1, I think would have been fantastic. So I respectfully disagree with Tracy McGrady. Okay, even though I understand the concept he's trying to explain, but I just don't think it's the right player. You know what I'm saying? I get it. He mentioned these other guys because a lot of these guys had a bag, so to say. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, LeBron guys has a bag too, though. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know. Is his bag as appealing to the eyes compared to a Kobe, an Iverson, a Harden, a Kyrie? No, but that doesn't mean that he wouldn't fare well in a 1-on-1 if you're talking about peak LeBron. Now, even 40-year LeBron, I think would still do well, but maybe not as well as peak LeBron. Obviously, he's just older, right? But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Interesting. Let me know if y'all agree. I definitely disagree. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.